Hello everyone, happy Friday, welcome back. So if you're still getting set up, I'll give you some info for a playlist today. If you'd like to listen along, I'm going to go back to an Urban Fit playlist from April 4th, 2020, and the first song is called Opening. And again, my Spotify account is Joe Komar, Komar. And then you should be able to scroll down on the playlist, all public playlist. I think there's hundreds out there at this point. And it's from Urban Fit, April 4th, if you want to listen to music. And once you get everything set and begin to play your music, you can go ahead and lie down. We're going to start in Shavasana today. Make sure you can hear me okay on your device. There we go. Okay, if anybody's here on the live chat, you want to say hey, I'll take a second, see who's here. Always nice to know who is practicing along. I've got my monitor set up again today, so hi Al, happy Friday. Sound is good, great. Thank you. I try to keep everything set up in pretty much at the same spots as far as volume goes so that everything can be as consistent. You know, consistency is such a great teacher. So if you've been landing on these classes every day at noon, that is a nice place that you know you're going to be in the world of many unknowns, of course. All right, I'll join you. Let's lie down onto our backs. And starting in Shavasana. In Shavasana meditation, you release, surrender the body into your mat. You know, and when we talk about the practice of letting go, you've heard probably a million instances of yoga teachers talking about just let it go, man, just let it go. In my opinion, what we're talking about is trust. And check in with the ability to trust the process. And so the more you trust, the more willing you may be and to let go of the attachment into whatever it is that you may be, quote, holding on to. I mean, otherwise, without that context, it doesn't really make sense. Let what go? How am I letting go? I'm not holding anything. So, and feel it in the foundation, in the practice of trust in which you could reiterate and through the relationship of your breath. Trust yourself and trust your ability and the opportunity to breathe. And to take this breath, this one breath, the inhale that you're taking right now, feel it, watch it, taste it, follow it. And the exhale, the one that is coming out of your body right now. And see how you could feel that. And you can watch and observe. And take a deeper breath in through your nose. And exhale, release all the air from your body. And feel your belly, your stomach, your torso empty. Take your arms over your head on empty. And bring your legs together on empty. And flex your ankles, engage your thighs. We are still on empty. Start to stretch, reach out through your fingertips, and now take a big inhale. Okay, that'll feel different. And then here, exhale. And bend both of your legs, bring your feet flat, and roll over onto your left side. And come around into a tabletop. Ought to be able to feel some of the progression. I'd say the last week and a half. And quite a bit of progression taking place in through the body, opening up the shoulders. Yesterday I was talking about how the arms were feeling about 6 inches longer. And plug into your hands. And so as you connect deeper, exhale, come into a down dog. And your body is going to feel longer. Even though you didn't actually grow an inch or 6 inches. And getting down, working through in the compression, opening up around the joints and activating your muscles. And this is going to translate, and you might feel a bit longer. And connect your inhale and your exhale here with your lips sealed. And jaw soft, and you can spiral the heels down, turn the inner heels out, and feel your inner thighs lift up. And today I'm pressing the heels down, and then attempting to drag the feet away from each other. And feeling the outer hip flexors turn on as you scoop the low belly in. And those outer hip flexors can wear you out. Now soften back into the center of your thigh. And so you're relaxing the drag of the feet away from each other if you were exploring that with me. And bring your big toes together. And little baby steps, walk your feet all the way up to your hands. And top of the mat, forward fold. And heavy head, take your left hand, grab your right wrist. And draw your wrist down, chin to your chest. You make this inhale deeper than your last. And exhale, switch. Right hand to your left wrist. And draw your left wrist down, chin to your chest. And we got our head below the heart. A nice way feel and observe what's going on in your beautiful mind today, in this afternoon. Hey, maybe you're going to do yoga at noon. And then take the rest of the Friday off. Or see what happens with the rest of the Friday. And once you're done doing yoga. But let go of the plan. And let go of whatever you may have attached into after your yoga practice. And so that you could be more deeply connected in your yoga practice. We'll get there, don't worry. And bring your right hand back to the ground. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And stand up. Inhale, circle the arms and reach them up, straight legs. Then dive belly in. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands back to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. And plant your palms. Step back into a high plank. And start to wake up the front body in plank. Hovering through your midline. Feel your shoulders. And pull your side ribs in. Knit your front ribs in so you're engaging through your abdominals. And practice breathing here in plank. Lips sealed. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. We're literally turning on almost every single muscle in your front body. Everybody on your exhale, lower your knees down to the mat. And shift your bum back to your heels, child's pose. Keep your arms straight, forehead to the knees. Inhale, rise back up, firm belly. And curl your toes. Exhale, lift your tail, downward facing dog. And then pull your inner thighs up. And take a breath in. And press your heels down. As you exhale the air out. And bend your knees. Inhale, look forward, heels up. And exhale, take 2 big steps to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway, straight legs. Exhale, bow forward, fold. Inhale, rise, circle and reach the arms up. And exhale, dive, forward fold, bring your hands down to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Plant the hands, step back into your high plank. And feel it engage through your front. And plank has got so much lighter. And connect to the energy in the back, float through your midline. Feel it lessen your shoulders, and as you're pressing your hands down, attempt to drag your hands away from each other. Everybody put your knees down onto the ground. Exhale, take your bum back to your heels. Forehead down to the ground with your inhale, rise back up, all fours. And curl your toes, exhale, lift your tail, and come back into your down dog. Nice, notice we're picking up some more movement. Undulating the spine, and through the breath control, the process of breathing, our physical practice, our body is moving differently today than it was 9 months ago, than it was 6 months ago, than it was 3 months ago. Lift the heels, bend the knees, and exhale, take 2 big steps to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway, legs straight, belly in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, circle the arms, stand up, stretch. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the ground. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Plant the hands, step back into your high plank. And consistency. Right? When all else fails, the closest thing we can get in consistency within ourselves is the relationship of our breath. And so it goes hand in hand. It gives you all the energy that you need. It takes you from a busy brain into a calm state of mind. Everybody put your knees down. Exhale, draw your bum back. In child's pose, forehead to the mat. Deep breath, inhale, rise up, all fours. And curl your toes. Exhale, tailbone lifts, downward facing dog. Feel your down dog opening up. Inhale, lift your right leg, 3-legged dog, point your right toes. Exhale, bring your right knee into your nose. Inhale, right leg back, point your toes. Exhale, right knee into your nose. Inhale, right leg back. And then step your right foot all the way through, left knee behind your right knee, squat. Kick your left foot out onto the floor to the right. And keep your right foot flat, slide your chest through, shoulders away from your ears. Okay, you may feel this on your left inner thigh, or you might feel it in your outer right hip. Okay, use your arms, the length of your arms, to take the curve out of your spine so there's no weight dumping into your low back. Breathe. And feel through the exhale, your belly comes in, and then bring your left foot back around, step your feet together, big toes touch. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, forward fold. And stand up. Inhale, rise. Right leg should feel different. Interlace the fingers on top. And release the index, side bend to the left. Anchor and draw the weight down into your right heel as you lift your heart up. And right away, loosening into your outer hips and allows you to connect deeper into your midline, knit your ribs in. Inhale, rise, come back to center. And exhale, left arm under your right arm, eagle arms. Little bend to your knees, slide your elbows up. And then hinge as you fold. Stretch your fingertips down to the ground. You're in a forward fold. And with eagle arms. And connect to your belly. Turn your navel into your spine. Inhale, bend your knees, slide your gaze forward. And exhale, step your left foot back, lower the knee down, lift your elbows up. And you can stay with your left toes tucked. You feel the awareness and the sensation across your upper back and through your shoulders, lifting your elbows higher. And get all you can. Lift a breath in through your belly to your chest. And exhale, soften the elbows down. Release your arms, hands to the mat. Lift your left knee, step back into a high plank. And feel your belly draw. Inhale. Exhale, bend your arms, lower halfway, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips. And draw your tailbone high, downward facing dog. And with your inhale, lift your left leg up, point your toes. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, kick back, point your toes. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, kick back, point your toes. Exhale, knee to your nose, step through. Right knee behind your left knee. And kick your right foot out to the left. Tuck your toes into the floor. Keep your left foot flat. And so I'm drawing the back of the heart center through, shoulders away from the ears. And say your arms were a little too short. That's when you'd have blocks or something underneath your hands. You could use your water bottle. And give yourself space so you're not dumping the weight into your low back. A nice stretch opening for the outer left hip. Take an inhale. Belly button comes in. Swing your right leg around. Back inside. Feet together. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Nice. Take it up. Inhale, rise. Interlace the fingers on top. And release the index. Side bend to the right. And so that brief encounter to the sensation, the discomfort that you may feel, it pays off incredible ways of feeling lighter, longer and stronger as you continue to fill up and connect every single breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And feel the feet. Inhale, rise to neutral. And exhale, bring your right arm under your left arm. Eagle, wrap your arm. And elbows up, little bend to your knees, and then dive, fold. And stretch your fingertips towards the floor in your eagle arms. Take a breath into your upper back like it's your Buddha belly. Expand the breath into your upper back. Feel your legs, little bend to your knees. Look forward. Left foot stays, right foot steps back. And place your right knee down and slide the elbows up. Keep your back toes tucked and you're lifting. There's nothing in your low back here. And feel your arms in the wrap. Squeeze the forearms together. Feel the shoulder blades slide apart. You might get a sensation in the front of your shoulders, all the planks and chaturangas. We want to keep the shoulders connected back into the socket. On your exhale, go ahead and unwrap and release your arms, hands down to the ground. And lift your right knee, step back into your high plank. And feel your low belly, strong plank. Exhale, bend your arms, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. And warming up, exhale, and scoop the belly, tailbone high, downward facing dog. You work the front shoulder back, wrap the elbows in, armpits turning into the chest. And big toes together, lift your heels, bend your knees, exhale, little hop. Inhale, halfway rise, legs straight. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, let's balance it out. Cactus the arms, belly in, open the chest, lift the chin. Inhale, reach your arms up, everybody. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step or jump back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, meet back, downward facing dog. And 3 breaths in your down dog. Feel it broadening the back, low belly in. Take an inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. And right knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick your right leg back. Step your right foot through, lower your back knee, toes tucked, half split, straighten your right leg. And kick out through your right heel, slide your heart forward, gaze forward. Great, we've been walking this transition all week. Come back into your lunge, lift your back knee. And bring your right hand inside your right foot, pivot, walk your hands to your left foot. And your right heel is high. twist. Reach your left arm up. And so we've turned ourselves facing the back of the mat. And coming into your lunge twist, take your left hand to your low back on your sacrum, and then turn your gaze down and bring your right arm all the way up to the sky. Left shoulder stays down, so you want to wrap your left elbow behind your body. And as you reach up through your right wrist, notice there is a draw and a sensation to the top of your right thigh, elongating your hip flexors. Follow your breath on your exhale. Bring your gaze and right hand down, left hand to the mat. Pivot your right heel down. Walk it all the way back into your lunge. Step back, high plank flow, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And see, everybody thinks life is this linear step-by-step progression. Sometimes you got to go backwards, spin it around, come back the other way, make a loop or two, walk a labyrinth, you know what I'm saying? Right foot down, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale to your right elbow. And it feels good. Inhale back. Big step, left foot through, right knee down. Keep the toes tucked, hips back, straighten your left leg. And kick out through your left heel. Slide your heart, gaze forward. And lips sealed. And connect to the breath. Come forward into your lunge. And then lift your right knee. Left hand inside. Pivot. Walk your hands all the way to the back of the mat. Left heel is high and twisted lunge. Reach your right arm to the sky. And squeeze it out of your left thigh. Hug it to the bone. And to straighten the leg. Right hand to your low back. Great. Gaze down. Float your left arm all the way up. And draw your right elbow behind your body. And as you square your hips, left arm is reaching up. And you should feel that tug and to elongate your hip flexors. And connect to your breath, gaze and left hand down, and right hand to the ground. Let's walk it all the way back. Top of the mat, pivot, square, step back, plank, chaturanga flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips. 3 breaths in your downward facing dog. Big toes together, lift your heels. Bend your knees, exhale, walk or float to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stand up, inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up, feel it lighter. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step or jump back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot through. And sweep the arms up. Inhale, a little more freedom. And arms by your sides, power lunge. Pull your heart through. Feel your breath. Feel your breath in your chest. Nice. Windmill your left arm up. Pivot your back heel down. Let that draw you into your warrior 2 lunge. And hands onto your hips. Inhale. Straighten your right leg. Pivot your right toes in. Exhale. And facing the sideline. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, take a bow. Hands to your ankles or the outsides of your shins. Draw your inner thighs back. And feel it in the shoulder girdle. And so your shoulder girdle is kind of like your pelvis and where you can tilt it. And so as you pull your heart forward, that's going to roll your shoulders back and press down into the anchors, the balls of your feet, and breathe into your hamstring. And soften the neck, seal the lips, hands to the mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands over to your right foot, pivot, kick your left leg up, standing splits. And feel the lift up through your right inner thigh. Draw your belly in. Step your left foot to your right foot. Bend your legs. Sit Utkatasana. Set into your heels. And notice you might be a little bit deeper. Hands to your heart in your squat. And right elbow outside your left thigh. Prayer twist. And weight into your left foot, look down. Curl your right heel into your bum, and it might feel nice to kick your right leg straight back in space. And bring your right knee back to your chest. Softly land your feet together. And legs strong, back to center. Inhale, rise, belly in, little back bend. And exhale, hands to your heart. Feel your feet. Humble your chin. Take a breath in. Circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, bow, forward fold, hands to the mat. Float out on a Friday, halfway lift. Palms down, step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Inhale, rise, reach the arms up. Nice, warrior two, pivot your back heel down. And feel the lift out of your lunge hips. And grounding down to your feet. Once you have that confidence, I say find the inhale. And feel your feet. And then on the exhale, explore your depth. Hands to your hips, straighten your front leg, pivot your left toes in. Nice, reach your arms out and up, inhale. And exhale, dive, hands to your ankles or the outsides of your shins, fingertips around the back of your calves. And let the hand position on the ankles draw the shoulders naturally away from your ears. And you can play rocking some weight into the balls of your feet and pushing into the outer edges of your feet. And breathe into your hamstrings. Nothing crazy here. And just feel them, love on those hamstrings. And bring your hands back under your shoulders. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, walk your hands top of the mat. Pivot square into your lunge. Right leg lifts, standing splits. And get used in the standing splits of pulling up, right? Like you're drawing the shades up through your inner thigh. And draw your belly button in. Right knee into your chest. Step your feet together. Bend your legs. Sit chair. Awesome. Bring your hands to your heart center. Exhale, twist. Left elbow outside your right thigh. And so you're realizing the sequence, consistency of your breath. Gaze down, weight into your right foot. It makes you lighter and lighter. And all of this looks super easy. Left leg can go straight back. And we all remember the heaviness like we were rolling a stump of a tree around our mat when we first started without breath. And bring your left knee back into your chest, feet together, sit low. And feel your thighs, center and rise. Inhale, arms up, belly in, little back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. Humble your chin. Nice. Feel your feet. Inhale, circle the arms up. And exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant the palms, step or float back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Your body should do something every day that you've never done before. And the nuance of the breath and the creativity within your mind, and to explore timing, synchronicity, a deep, deep connection. In your down dog, let's breathe in together. And with your lips sealed, breathe out. Again, breathe in together. And with your lips sealed, breathe out. And one more time, breathe in. And breathe out. You walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. You bend your knees, lift your heels, keep your bum up. Hands set, knees to your upper arms. Slide the gaze forward and lift your feet up into your crow with straight arms. And feel it packed into your belly, set across your back. Inhale, exhale, step or shoot back, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, straight arms. Exhale, down dog, right foot steps through, straighten your front leg, lift your toes up. Crawl your hands back, give yourself some space, lift your chest, halfway lift. And exhale, slide the heart down, forehead towards the knee. Feel the neck release. Chin can move a little bit side to side. Stay with your breath as you exhale. Lunge into your front leg. Soften your back knee. Reach your arms up. Hey, notice the energy exchange of putting a knee down and to float the arms up. Hands together. Left elbow outside your right thigh. Twist on a knee. And bring your hips forward. And as you push your right hand into your left hand, and let that take your gaze back over your right shoulder. And draw the hips back, gaze, belly, and hands down to the ground. And lift your left knee, kick your right leg back, three-legged dog. Keep your hips square, put your right toes on point, take an inhale. And then exhale, step through, step forward, both feet to the top. Inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, in your forward fold, right peace fingers, hook your right big toe. Left hand to your left hip, and draw up through your inner thighs. And then rise with your right leg straight out in front of you, stack your spine. And lifting out of your low back. And stand tall, bend your right leg, and release your big toe. And take your arms up, palms face. Beauty. Step your right foot down to exchange. Lift your left knee up. And kick your left leg back, toppling tree. You should feel high, high, high on your right thigh. Palms to your heart center, if not already. And feel the lift up. Again, like we're drawing the curtains up through the inner thigh. Nice. Keep your back strong, chest lifted. Bring your left foot down next to your right foot. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Plant your hands like they're your feet into the mat. Take an inhale, halfway rise. Plant the palms, step or float back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog, step. Left foot in between your hands, straighten your front leg, lift your toes off the ground. This breath right here, keep your lips sealed. That's when it can start to get away from you, and then you're breathing out of your mouth, huffing and puffing, and then your heart rate is going through the roof. Slide the chin and the chest down the shin. This breath right here, right now, on your exhale, lunge into your front leg, right knee down, and that floats your arms up. Feel how your right knee going down floats the arms up. And let's twist, hands together, right elbow outside your left thigh. And slide your hips into the lunge. Left shoulder away from your ear, and push your left palm into your right, and that'll turn your gaze back. And feel how your body is constantly working together when you're connected to your breath. And belly in, bring your gaze and hands down to the ground. And then lift your right knee, plant your palms, kick your left leg back, three-legged dog. Keep your hips square. Right, this is working out, getting our legs a little more straight, less grip in the outer hips. Take an inhale. And exhale, step through, step forward, both feet to the top. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And hook your left big toe with your peace fingers. Legs are straight, right hand to your hip, slide your gaze forward. Right, we got to draw through the upper inner thighs. And then stand up. Left leg straight out in front of you. Working our shoulders back and down. Lift up through your heart. Breathe. And bend your left leg. Hover. And release the toe. Step your left foot down. Arms by your sides. Great. Inhale, arms up. Palms touch. Exhale, dive. Hands to the mat. Plant like they're your feet. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant, step, float back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, come on back into your down dog. 3 breaths in your down dog. And feel the anchor in your heels. Lift the inner thighs. Suck the belly in. And you are ready to feel a fallen triangle like you've never felt before. Inhale, right leg up. Right knee to your left elbow. Kick out onto your floor. Pivot your back heel down. And then reach your left arm up. And roll your belly button up to the sky. Take your gaze straight up. Feel it, heart moving away from your tail. Gaze and left hand down. Slide your right leg back. Kick it up. Big step, right foot all the way through. Warrior one. Back heel tacks down, hips square. And then inhale, rise. Palms can meet. Right leg in the square. Hook your thumbs. Left ribs forward, right ribs back. And then tilt your gaze to the sky. And bring your hands into your heart. Pivot on your back toes. Step your left foot to the top of the mat. Yes, lift your right knee up in front of you. And then kick your right leg back, toppling tree. Feel the lift and the length out of your left thigh. No weight in your low back. Strong through your upper. And slowly rise, bring your feet back together, arms by your sides. Great job, you guys. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, dive, forward fold. Hands to the mat, inhale, halfway rise. And plant step, float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, come back into your downward facing dog. And take one breath, tailbone high. And keep it with ease, consistent with your breath. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to your right elbow, kick out onto your floor. Pivot your back heel down, right arm goes straight up. Lift your belly up. And gaze goes straight up to the ceiling. And breathe, gaze and right hand down. Pivot, kick your left leg back up. Three-legged dog. Big step, left foot all the way through. Warrior one, back heel down. Hips square, inhale, rise, reach. And bend your left leg to a square. Palms can meet. And hook your thumbs, twist your elbows in. And careful if you're losing the belly, easy in a sway low back like mine to lose the belly. Keep the belly in. And hands into your heart. Pivot on your back toes. Step your right foot to the top of the mat. Arms by your sides. Feel your feet. Inhale. And humble your chin. Soften your shoulders as you exhale. And if you're feeling good in your low back, feet together. If you're feeling tight, separate your feet hip width apart. Inhale, both arms up, interlace the fingers, and release the index, turn the elbows in. You roll the top of your thumb down. You lift out of your low back, arch your spine, and lead with your chest, and float your gaze up, standing back bend. Inhale, rise slowly. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Take a step back onto your mat. Big toes together, pop the heels up. And keep your knees turning together. If you got knee stuff, don't do it. Just forward fold. Otherwise, with me, bend your legs, lower slow for 10, 9, 8. We're turning the knees together. We're drawing everything into the midline. And you're going to roll your hips with your hands to the mat like chaturanga. Plant the hands and butt over your elbows and lift your feet off the ground. All right, you can step or jump back and then come into your upward facing dog. And exhale and press into your downward facing dog. And pull your side ribs in, turn your inner thighs back. And you breathe as you are working a muscle, just like your arms, just like your back, you are working your diaphragm muscle. And connect to your ground. On your exhale, step your right foot in between your hands, and then pivot your back heel down. And bring your right hand inside your right foot. Roll your bum under, and then draw your left arm up like a bow and arrow. And feel your knees spreading away from each other. Excellent. Ground through your back heel. Inhale, rise, warrior two. And feel the lightness in the upper body in your warrior two. And bring your hands to your heart, straighten your front leg out. Pivot your right toes in, turn your left toes out, and then side lunge, but keep it high today. So your left heel stays flat, and the right pinky toes stay touching the ground. And lifting through your heart, shoulders away from your ears. And press off your left foot, bring your hips up, turn your left toes in, and then turn your right toes out, open the arms back into your warrior two. From your warrior two, hands behind your head. Head into your hands so the chin is up. Right? Normally you're transitioning to half moon with your arms. Lean over your right thigh, transfer the weight, and then lift your left leg as you press your hands into your head. Spread your elbows apart. Don't worry if you fall out. Take a breath and come back in. And slide the hands out, arms in a T. And belly in, transition, gaze in both hands down to the ground. And step your right foot back on the mat, inhale. Left knee into your chest, big toes together. Lift your heels. Keep your bum high, set your hands. Knees together just like we did on our descent earlier. Okay, as you bend the legs, elbows in, keep your butt up, roll them over your elbows. And you can roll into the press, or you can step or jump back into your chaturanga. Inhale through your upward facing dog. And exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. Remember, it all comes with a great sense of ease and through the consistency of connecting your strength through your breath practice. Maybe because it really doesn't feel like you need to be strong, you feel super light. And take a breath in, lift your left leg up. And exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Pivot your back heel down and bring your left hand inside your left foot. Roll your hips under, spread your knees, draw the bow and arrow, right arm up. Right? And these postures are key into opening up the hips and so that you can get that breath flow connected through the entire body to experience in the lightness. And ground through your back heel. And then rise up, you're in warrior two. Nice and light, gaze over your left wrist. Excellent, hands to your heart center. Straighten your front leg out. And turn your left toes in, turn your right toes out. Bend into your right leg, side lunge. And we're keeping it high, and so the torso stays vertical. And pinky toe side of your left foot still rooting down into the ground. And should be a good sweat even if you're not in a hot room. Okay, lots of internal heat. Press off your right foot, come back up. Right toes in, turn your left toes out, and open the arms in warrior two. And hands behind your head. Okay, so yeah, it's a power move, but it doesn't take power. Line it up through your breath. Okay, take your gaze down, transfer the weight into your left foot, and lift your right leg up. In half moon, as you stack your hips, pull your elbows away from each other. Open the arms into the T. And belly in transition, pivot both hands down to the mat. Hop your left foot back. And little space, lift the inner thigh, right knee into your chest. Get used to that. Bring your big toes together. All right, so all of this open through the back body. Pop the heels. Knees turn together. And as you bend the knees, set the hands flat. And the more you bend the knees, turn your elbows in and keep your butt up. And then roll it up. Step or jump back into your chaturanga. Inhale through your up dog. And exhale through your down dog. Remember, every day you should do something you've never done before. And you'll find that through your breath. Every day. Exhale, downward facing dog. So on your exhale, come down onto your knees. And give your tail a little shake. Untuck your toes side to side. And that is, your bum is moving side to side, not your toes. In your tabletop, bring your right hand closer to your left hand. Step your right foot forward. Slide your left knee back. Keep sliding your left knee back. And then you're going to rock into your right heel, right toes lift, and so you're in a wide base, and you're working the splits. And use the connection to your hands, your arms, and to your upper back support as you breathe into the muscles you feel, stretching. And connect to your belly as you breathe in, look down. And then exhale, start to slide your back knee forward, tuck your toes. And so you're walking yourself back into a lunge. Set your left hand and then swing your right leg back in half moon on your knee. Okay, one line from your heel into your shoulder. Press the mat away, reach your right arm up. And turn your gaze sideways. Curl your right heel into your bum. Grab for your ankle. Your foot or your shin, kick into your hand. And slowly square, keep your right leg afloat. And both hands to the mat, tuck your back toes. Exhale, lift your left knee, kick back through your right heel. On your exhale, step your right foot through, and then take off. Left leg lifts. And left knee into your chest, pause here. Hands to your heart, stand all the way up. Left knee in front of your chest. Inhale, reach your right arm up, left hand down, and grab the inside of your left foot, ankle, or shin. Dancer's pose. It's not an easy transition. Head below your heart, head above your heart, and express from all the space in the back of your right leg. Feel and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, rise slowly, feet down, reach both arms up. Practice from where you are. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Breath flow, inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant, step, jump, or float back chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, press back. And downward facing dog. And come down onto your knees. Bring your left hand closer to your right hand. And step your left foot forward. Slide your right knee back. Let's keep sliding the right knee back. Walk it all the way back, and so you're coming into the splits. Left toes lift. Found it. Breathe into it. If you're listening to the music, we are listening to a little Bill Withers, Lean on Me.
You can't go wrong. Pull up a little Bill Withers on a Friday afternoon. All good. Put on a Bill Withers radio, Spotify. I bet at this point of your practice you forgot what you were doing after yoga. That's a good thing. Or you're just not as attached to what you're doing after yoga. Look down, draw your belly in, curl your back toes, walk your right knee forward. Little steps. And coming back into your lunge. And set your right hand, slide your left leg back, and then stack your left hip half moon on your right knee. Heel as high as the hip, and then reach your left arm up. Curl your left heel in, reach back, grab for your ankle, top of your foot or your shin, kick into your hand. Amazing. Keep your left leg afloat as you square, left hand down onto the ground. And curl your right toes, look down, belly in, lift your hips. Kick back through your left heel, take an inhale. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Take off, right leg lifts. Right knee into your chest. Yes, keep it there. And draw your chest up, hands to your heart, right knee in front. Telling you, for about a good 9 years, those transitions would just ache in the low back. So if you feel it, all good, stand up, take a breath. Left arm up, right hand down, grab the inside of your right foot, ankle or shin. Knee points down, kick into the hand, and open up your back bend. Again, if you're very flexible, then those transitions you gotta and contain, find in the strength in the inner thighs, the upper back. Need stabilizing on shallow hip joints in poses like this can be very challenging, but you can do it. Breathe. And we can all draw ourselves honestly through the breath. Inhale, slowly rise. And feet down, reach both arms up. You can feel your feet reach tall. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Last flow. Inhale, arms up, reach tall. Exhale, dive forward, fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant, step, jump, or press chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, you deserve it. And exhale, come down onto your knees, top of the mat. Knees together, separate your feet apart. Roll your calves out and sit down in between your heels. If you take your little pointer fingers, press them into your hip flexors. Ooh, it's tight. And let your pelvis settle. If you let your tailbone slide back a little bit and your chest up, and you might feel it a little bit more. And chin humble, parallel to the floor. Close your eyes down. At the end of this exhale, open your eyes. And chin down, lift your bum, swing your feet out to the right. And lean off to your left hip. And bring your legs out in front of you. Give yourself some space into the top of your mat. Nice. Take your right hand, grab the outside of your right foot. Arm is on the inside of the knee. Okay, so you're drawing, feeling your upper back. Feeling into the hip flexion. And then take your left hand, grab the bottom of your right heel, right arm inside, and tuck your right shoulder and behind your right knee. Get it up there as high as you can. right? You're going to clamp that right leg over your right arm and then bring your right hand to the mat. Okay, left hand is on the mat, left ankle crosses over your right ankle, swing to your left hip, elbows in, chaturanga arms, and then squeeze the ankles and kick the legs straight any amount, chest forward, and flatten your back. And bring your bum back down, and then release. Legs out in front, hands by your hips. Inhale, lift your chest. Stay for your exhale. And left hand forward, grab the outside of your left foot. Arm is on the inside of the knee. And then crank it a couple times. It's like pumping it up. You got to be able to go deeper into your hip flexors. Holding the spine upright, right hand comes underneath your left heel, and then left arm goes inside, tuck the shoulder and behind the knee. Clamp it down. So left foot down, clamp over your left arm, you're above the elbow. Left hand to the mat, right hand to the mat, right ankle over your left ankle. Okay, now we roll to the right hip, right? Chaturanga arms, right elbow squeezing into my side. And squeeze the ankles, and then kick out through the legs, back flat. And a little 8 angle pose, everybody. Come down onto your bum. Boom. And we're nice and close. Kick your legs out straight. Pull out the flesh of your bum. And feel your seat, hands by your hips. Take an inhale. And flex your ankles, belly in as you exhale. Feel good. Take your arms up, reach tall, and then hinge, reach for your feet, ankles, or shins. And certainly, I think we've either made our hamstrings longer or we have made our torso and our arms longer as you feel your way like you've never felt your way before in Paschimottanasana, active seated forward fold. And take an inhale to lift halfway. And exhale, belly in, slide your hands off your feet and bring your legs into a cross-legged seat. Right, you could face the top of your mat. I'm going to turn to face you. Feel this openness in your seat. If you want a little something under your bum, lift your hips a little bit and take some of the pressure out. And you can do that palms face up. And head above your and take some inventory and consistency. Right? What are you capable of doing most consistently and without trying? Find and explore. And then watch it all become quite easy. And see how that moves through your body to your mind. You have a sense that yoga is this for many of us. And feel the energy you brought and contributed into your mat, into this practice today. Take a moment to seal your practice, palms together in front of your heart, bow your chin into your chest. A little Friday flow with love. Connection, deep, deep, deep connection. And connection to what? Connection to nothing. Connection. and plugged in, full body, breath, and mind awareness. And feeling more now than we felt when we started our practice today. When you're ready, go ahead and have a sip of water. And we will turn around to lie down like we started on your back in Shavasana, please. Shavasana meditation. Lie down onto your back, legs straight, arms by your sides, palms up. I can see you all in your living rooms and places that you're practicing. The other day, Asher sent me a picture. I love when you guys send me pictures. And he had been practicing outside on the farm, and then it was a practice of him inside. I was like, oh my gosh, you're inside. I was so used to seeing him, and I have this visualization every time of him practicing outside. And so it's cool to see where you guys are practicing, and all that matters is that you are practicing. We cannot wait to have you back in the studio practicing. I know we've got moments to meet before that happens, but we will continue. Coming up on 10 months of quarantine yoga, and I hope you all are continuing and to enjoy the process and the adventure of these times and being mindful. The best thing we can do is connect ourselves into our mindfulness practice, and being aware of what we're doing while we're doing it. It comes with care for ourselves, it comes with care for each other. It tends to be a nice way to connect with our community, with our friends, with our family. It's a nice space to be in. So be in it. It's in you, it's with you. I have no idea what you're getting into for the rest of your Friday, but whatever you do, take your practice with you. And stay as long as you like, everybody. Thank you so much for sharing. And we'll see you tomorrow at noon. Namaste.